Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stella. For those of you who are new here, thank you for subscribing. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe, get my numbers up, please. Anyway, that's out of the way. I thought that today I would give you an update on how my hydroponic systems are working at the moment. As you saw in my last video, I transferred some of my baby broccoli plants to a hydroponic system, which is my simplest system that I can work with. And I thought that maybe today I can show you what they're looking like. I think it's about 2 weeks since I transferred them. You will need to bear in mind that we have not had much in way of sunshine, and therefore they're a little bit slower than the ones that are sitting underneath the grow light. So I'll show you both of them. And then what I'm thinking of doing is, in order to help escalate the growth of the broccoli plants so that I'll be able to put them in the ground as soon as I've cleared and improved that area, I'm actually going to swap them out with the pak choys, which I'll then transfer to this grow system, because some of them have actually grown absolutely fantastic. So let's get on so I can actually explain what's happening and show you as well. Okay, as you can see, my babies are doing absolutely fantastic. They have grown, not as significantly as you would expect them to grow had they actually been in the light system. However, they are growing and they're doing absolutely fine. Now let me show you the pak choys, and then we will get on and swap these guys around in order that my broccoli can grow a little bit more, because I've enjoyed harvesting broccoli this season. It's been absolutely fantastic. I've been able to gift some and eat some myself, and every single time that I've gone to harvest it, it's been a moment of excitement and joy. So I really want to see more of this in my near future. So let's get on and get them changed out. Okay, before I move them for purposes of transfer, I thought I'd actually show you what my babies are looking like. And as you can see, they're looking absolutely fantastic. They've grown. Even the baby, the baby mustards, I couldn't think they are doing well. The pak choy is overcrowded and can do with slowing down its growth. Some of the broccoli plants, which I'll show you when I'm transplanting, have also grown really well. So you can start to understand why having a simple system like this can actually help you grow veg. If I was interested, I could easily start just harvesting the outer leaves and using them for my omelettes and for my eating, whilst I allow the others to grow bigger. And I might actually consider doing that. But now I want my broccoli plants to thrive a little bit more and grow a little bit faster, so that I can actually move them out to the allotment. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move some of these bigger pak choys out of the way to provide space for the smaller plants so they can grow a little bit, and then maybe later on I'll put them back under the lights, giving them a better chance of continuing to grow at the rate they've been growing. I feel that when you grow food this way, because you're maximizing the light, you don't necessarily see them take as long to get to maturity. And that is where my challenge is at the moment, and I will have to look up and see the information regarding how much sooner I can harvest a pak choy when it's growing under lights as compared to harvesting a pak choy which is growing outdoors. But these guys here are looking very ready. Look at this leaf. They look nice, don't they? Right, let me get on and change them out so that we can give the other babies a chance as well. What I've noticed when I was busy lifting this friend of mine up, and as you can see, it's absolutely lovely, is the fact that this one is almost out of nutrition, the nutrition I provided it with. So if I lift it up, I don't know whether or not you'll be able to see, but here we can see that the level is nearly less than half. In fact, let me just lift this up so I can actually show you nicely and easily. Hold on 2 seconds. I can show you very well. Here, you can see all the roots. Isn't that a beautiful thing to behold? Lovely. And we've got little in way of, well, there is enough water, but it's a little bit less than you would expect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it up. We're going to swap these guys out and put these guys in there, and we will be done. And then I'll keep you updated. I'll check on them again in if anything changes, I will let you know and I will show you. But for now, I thought that a little quick update would be of interest to any of you who saw my previous video, which was about how I set up this simple system here. And I'm thinking of actually doing another video where I actually show you guys how you can actually set it up using normal containers. So if any of you are interested in such a video, please do let me know so that I can actually do one for you. Okay, thank you. So let's get on and get these guys swapped out. I'm not going to speed it out because I find it very fascinating. So I'm assuming that you guys might also find it fascinating to look at the roots and see how everything is working. I'm feeling like this is not going to be enough of a space for all these babies here, but I'll do my best. A key worry is the fact that they are going to have their roots mixed up in the bottom, and as you can see, there's a lot of intermingling, which might not make it a successful transfer, but I'll give it my best go, because even if you lose some of the roots, it doesn't matter, because the plant will produce more roots, making it continue to grow. So I'm just going to try separating them a little bit before I actually put them in there. They're not going to lose all their roots. And as you can see, this is a bit of root that has come off, but that is of no consequence. It's not harmful to the plants. Okay. Right, let me pull this one out because I know that it's fully separate. And there we go. And we're going to swap it out for this baby here. The larger the reservoir, obviously, the less frequently you're going to have to change it out. This one is going to go in. It may struggle a little bit. I might actually take some of the water out because this plant has been used to less in way of water levels, and you can easily drown them. And this reservoir is still very full. So I'll take some of this reservoir water and put it into here to give these plants a better chance of surviving once they're transferred to there. In fact, let me go get a jug so I can do that now. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this successfully without causing a mess. I'm going to sit this like that. This one is easy to lift up because most of them are not as big. And I'm going to reduce the amount of water in there. And this saves me from having to create more solution for this container, because the solution is the same for both of them. Let's have a look and see how this sits now. Much better. It's just sitting on the roots. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's sitting on the roots and not so much on the plant, but I will take out a tiny little bit more. So it's sitting just at the tip of where the little cages get to for those plants. And making sure that I don't damage this root. There we are. And now what we're going to do is we're going to re-secure these ones in here nicely, and then we're going to move the rest of them. So I want this one here to replace this one here, which has two in them. And I thought, oh Lord, Jesus, you guys, I thought you wouldn't grow that, both of them. I didn't expect both of them to grow at the same rate, but they have. And that is the case with hydroponics, is that it can surprise you, and it can actually be absolutely fantastic. So let's get on. What is this? I don't know, but let's get one of these babies out, put it in here. It's interesting how the roots try to attach themselves to the sides. And then we'll put this one back in here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh Lord, it's too close, but I'll sort it out in a minute. I should have taken one of these. instead and put this double one next to it. And because these guys are small, I'm going to use up all these spaces, which will allow me to separate these guys out a lot more, because as you can see, even this is coming to a point where it's not enough to carry all of them. So the wider the container you have, it's worth actually getting a longer container in order that you can space these guys as nicely as you can. So yeah, so that is better. So I think this one is going to go in the middle on this side, which moves this out, and we move this one out into the middle here. So as you can see, this little container ends up only taking 3 big pak choys comfortably. So it shows you how crucial it is for hydroponics to allow the spacing you need in order that all the plants you have within there can thrive. I've got one more plant in there which I cannot transfer out because I don't have the space. I'm not worried that it will die. It's going to continue to live, but it will not necessarily thrive in the way that the others are going to thrive because of the fact that poor thing is covered by all these big pak choys. But what I might do is I might actually move it to the other container, and I will also harvest some of these leaves for an omelette later on today when I'm ready to eat, in order that I can actually I can give that baby a little bit of a chance to grow and survive. So these guys are now going to go back on the windowsill, and this container is going to be put back in the kitchen under the lights to give these babies a better chance of growth. I've just checked in the kitchen and I have one slot I can use for this one. So let's take it with us and then we'll be done for today. These pak choy are going to go on the windowsill instead of being in under the lights because they're thriving and doing well. And then I'm going to move that baby in so that I can actually increase the rate of growth. But even if you were not to do that in the summer, you can easily use a system such as this outdoors. And probably what I will do is in the summer, I'll show you that it is doable outdoors because I have grown stuff outdoors using hydroponics. It just so happens that indoors it is a nice system to use because then you don't have to fight fungus gnats, because all the plants will be just provided all the nutrition via water, and therefore there's no environment in which you can actually get little bugs growing. Okay, you're going to come with me, little one. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Isn't it cute? Right, let's take it to the kitchen. Okay, let's put this baby in here because we do have a section here that it can sit in. Hello, sweetie. Go on in. The roots are always trying to attach themselves to the side. I find that very fascinating. And now they're trying to attach themselves to me like it's a baby. Right, let me try again. There we go. Okay, that baby's in. We'll use this to cover the holes in the other one so we don't get any algae growth in the water. Not that it's harmful to the plants, it doesn't actually cause them any danger at all. And we will see how these guys get on. Unfortunately, I do have one here which has 3 mustard green plants all together. So I don't know whether or not it will thrive as well, but we shall see. When I set up my new system, I'll probably separate them out, making it easier to do. Right, let's go take the other lot to their new home. I forgot that I wanted to separate out some of these plants, but the question is whether or not I'm going to be able to do it successfully because they're all attached to each other. And is it even worth separating them when they're obviously thriving? And I think my answer to that is going to be a definite no, they do not need separating. So I'm just going to put in these covers to protect the holes, which I'm not using, and we're done. This now gives me an idea of what kind of container I'm going to have to look for when I get around to showing you how you set up your own system. I hopefully will be able to do that sometime in December, because right now I've still got a few other obligations that I need to get out of my way in order that I can then start to focus on playing with my garden and my plants. Until the next time, I'll see you soon. Please hit the like button and do subscribe. Help me get my numbers up. You know, freedom is coming and I want to spend more time in the garden. And the more people I get subscribing, the better the chance that I'll be able to do that and give you a lot more interesting content. All right, thank you and bye-bye.